So when we talk about cues earlier, we talked about two types of cues. We talked about cues we got off the internet, and we talked about foleying. Foleying, if you remember, is where we went and we recorded a sound. There are two different methods we use for recording sounds here. The first one is very portable. This is like if I want to go record some birds outside, I would do it the way I'm about to show you. The way I'll show you next is how we would record voiceovers, which is probably the more common way, because I've recorded a lot of Foleys and I've only used one of them. So you're better off looking on the internet, but if you have to have something recorded that's a sound, this is the way you do it. This is JetPress, this is equipment, this is the H6. I'm not going to go super detail how to use this because this thing is fairly complicated. This has some very complicated processors on it. It can do compressors and high passes and all that fun stuff. But all that really matters is it's got an XLR in, it's got adjustable gain, and it has headphones out. So I can plug a shotgun in here, and this can provide phantom power. I can go to the menu, turn phantom power on, and now I have a shotgun that I can go around with my headphones on, listen to, and record things right in the field. I know in the past I've recorded like a shower, so I've got a boom pole, went to the showers down the gym, and just stood there with a boom pole and recorded like a couple takes of a shower running. I've also used this to record a crashing sound for a play we did called The Frogs, and I used multiple microphones for that. The great thing about this is it records to SD card and it tracks each mic individually on its own track. So you can have, let's say, one shotgun mic recording the thing itself, one condenser as an ambient mic recording the area itself, or recording just the general area, and then one, say, 58 that's being directly spoken into, recording the direct sound. So you have a lot of options with this to get Foleys. If you're interested, you might talk to the JetPress teacher or one of them about how to properly work this. But as I said, it is a little complicated, and it's just outside of my purview that I don't feel like I need to go into it. And that's recording with this. Thank you.
3.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the second way to record things. This is mainly used for voiceovers, and it sounds amazing. I highly recommend doing this in the Harvard room in one of the back corners. I might just get a quick shot in there so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's the most isolated acoustically, and it sounds the best. It doesn't sound like being recorded in a closet or something like that. You can't really tell where it was recorded. It sounds nice and professional. So there is one more mic that we didn't cover earlier, and this is not a mic to be taken lightly. This is the Rode NT2A. This microphone is a studio microphone. This is not a live sound microphone. You will more than likely never use this on your stage. This mic is not a stage microphone. It's used for recordings, which is like the voiceover we're practicing recording now. So it's got a nice little bag with the mic itself in it. The mic has quite a few switches on the front. The top switch lets you change the pickup pattern. The top one is figure 8, meaning it picks up here and here, but not here, here, or here. Then we have cardioid, meaning it picks up here, but not anywhere back here. Then we have omni, which is it picks up everywhere. In the middle we have the high pass filter, and it's got a variable high pass. Usually just leave it on 80. And then it has a pad. You probably won't need it for just recording voices, just leave it at no pad. And then it's got a box here with a pop filter in it. In every recording scenario, you should probably use the pop filter little screen, and it has a shock mount with it. The mic just screws in here, and then it screws on a mic stand. This mic sounds beautiful because it's a several $100 studio mic. Rap albums have probably been recording on this mic. It's a very good mic. Very good condenser mic, so it does require phantom power. Usually with this, I will be recording into what's called a DAW, a digital audio work desk or workstation. We have quite a few on the laptop. On the laptop, we have Logic and GarageBand. These are the two biggest ones we use. We also have a bunch of different ones. We have Ableton and a couple other ones. But the main two are Logic Pro and GarageBand. GarageBand is very intuitive. It's super easy to use. You can pick it up in less than a day and be working as a pro user in GarageBand. Logic is GarageBand, but a lot more complicated. But it's also a lot more powerful. You can make it sound a lot better in Logic, but you might spend weeks figuring out how to work Logic properly. So we have a mic. We need to have an interface to get it to here. And that's this little thing right here. This is the Focusrite Scarlett. This thing lives in the sound closet on top of that middle shelf. It's got a printer cable that plugs into the computer, and it's very powerful. It has two inputs, and you may notice they are XLR and quarter inch. So you could plug a guitar directly in there, or you can plug a mic. In the case for voiceovers, we're going to plug this mic with XLR just straight in there. It's got the switch on the bottom for line and instrument. If it's a mic, it needs to be on line. If it's it needs to always be on instrument unless you're recording like out of a turntable or something like that. So instrument's probably always the answer. Right here is a gain knob to set your gain. You may notice there's lights around the gain knob. They're currently not no mics hooked up, so they're not lit up. But they're green for when it's fine, and they'll turn red when it's clipping. So you can see what it's clipping at this box. A great thing is it also has headphones out, so you can listen to what you're recording from this Scarlett itself. That way you know what's being recorded. And it has monitors out. I know a while back I recorded two musicians that were in advanced production for their advanced production final, and one of them played a guitar and one of them sang, and we put headphones on both of them, that way they could hear each other through headphones through the line out of this. But this just goes right here into the computer. When you go to GarageBand, you'll change your default devices and preferences. Hold on one second. Yeah, here it is. Audio and MIDI. If you want to listen to a monitor through this output of the Scarlett, you're changing to the Scarlett. But the input is the Scarlett, and then you hit record and you're ready to go, and you can record voiceovers. It sounds wonderful. This mic, combined with the preamps of this Scarlett, combined with a little bit of editing, throwing in a little high pass, and you have professional sounding voiceovers. It's simple to do, nice and easy. Only thing is, it's a big setup, so you can't move it around. You can't go use this to record a shower. You'd have to use our little H6. But this is great for recording things like that. Thank you.